What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Comic Jaunt. We are a part of the lovely BS Podcast Network. I don't know what else to say. Laters.
Welcome, y'all, to Emotions and Shit. And I am one of your hosts, Jason, and the champion, the main attraction. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, Haevyn Rain here every week.
Reigning and defending. Reigning. Anyway, today we're going to talk about an interesting topic. We're going to talk about guys finishing last, not like sex-wise. Like in the game of love. Had specified
Nice
that.
guys.
Nice guys. Now, I am a recovering nice guy.
Wow.
I'm still nice, but I'm nice in moderation. You get that? Like I did that. Anyway, what made you want to talk about this topic?
Well, on Facebook, I see so many different guys write a status very similar, like, nice guys obviously finish last, or tired of being a nice guy, doesn't get you nowhere, I might as well be an asshole, this is what the women like. And I'm just like, that's really not what women like. You know what I mean? Like, it's different types of women and different types of men, so like, don't assume every woman likes this one type of guy, because that's extremely false.
No, you're absolutely right. I used to have that way of thinking. I did. And then over time I realized that it deals more with I know the women that I knew that quote unquote like assholes.
Mm-hmm.
They just like confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like confidence. They like people who puff their chest out, know what they're talking about. Say it like you mean it, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Because I know when I was, years and years ago when I was but a tot.
Right.
But a tot, I'd be really nice to women, but not like I would be super nice to them, but I wasn't confident with it. I would be like, "Oh, how's your day doing? Oh, that's good." I'd be super sensitive and all this stuff, and it's cool being sensitive, but you gotta have some confidence about you. Let I don't want to be stereotypical, like be a man, but nah, self strength. Everyone loves strength, men and women. They like strength. A lot of time, these guys come in so sweet or they kiss up, and it's boring. Like I've dated me personally. I like strong women. I like sarcastic, strong women.
Yeah, I know we had this conversation before.
We did. Yeah. Go back to watch our other episodes. Anyway, and I think the same is flip for women, where it's like you don't want somebody who just tells you sweet things all the time and does everything for you. Nah.
I think it is just person to person. You know what I mean? Like, you can't bunch all women or all men into the same group. Like me personally, I like a mix. You know what I'm saying? Like I would love for a guy to be like, sweet and nice and romantic, but yeah, like and also be able to like have a back and forth with me. If I'm calling you, a doodle head, I need you to come back with another dumbass name to call me. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm very and weird. So,
I think I'm also weird, and I think we have a lot in common because that's definitely me too.
And there you go. But then I have my best friend. She just wants sweet, romantic all the time. Like, she don't want none of that. Oh, let's have some witty banter. She's not into it. You know what I'm saying? So, women. And I have a cousin. She's like, ew, but let me sweet. And I'm so. It just depends on the person. I think it's you can't be the same way with everybody. You know what I mean? I mean, don't change who you are at the core, but like, people are gonna like different things. You may have to switch it up a little bit, tweak what you do.
Yeah, and it's not even. Yeah, you're right. It's not even changing who you are. It's tweaking slight, subtle things.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right. Everyone's very, very different. Like I know a girl who I talked to her a while ago. Like it's been a while. Like many moons ago. Anyway, and she was she was really, she was really nice and she was cool or whatever. And I thought she liked me, and she did. And I'm not nice. I'm like in middle ground between nice and asshole. Like I flip flop. It just depends. And she ended up dating this guy who was a complete pushover. I didn't get it. I didn't, because to me as a guy, I automatically thought, hey, I'm stronger than this dude, like in every way, actually, because he's timid. And it took me a long time to realize, okay, wait, why do women like timid men? Because they come off as weak. And no, that's sexist and whatnot, because it definitely is. But
I'm sorry, but that's definitely another topic.
it's definitely. Hey, look, we drop Easter eggs. We just dropping, it's like Marvel. We drop Easter eggs. We see, there we go. But and that's definitely, it's men feel like they finish last because they think they can approach all women the exact same way, and it's gonna work. If I'm sweet, I worship the ground she walks on, and is her rock that she cries upon, then I can be in. It's not how that works.
It don't work that way.
It doesn't work like
Not
that.
how it works.
Because, dude, that's why, like, and one thing you guys can do to avoid this is, and I think you gave me this hint on an earlier episode, or it might have been when we were talking. I'm not sure. It all bleeds together for me. Make your intentions clear really early on, because a lot of guys think they're being led on. They're not.
They're. I didn't even mean to laugh, but bro, like, I used to think it was me. I mean, and you know what? And sometimes, like I said, you have to pay attention to your actions. You know what I'm saying? But being a nice person and someone who's just very social, it can make guys feel like, oh, she's into me too. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I've seen it happen personally, and I've seen it happen, with friends, where it's like someone might be into you and they're really, really nice, and you're nice, so you just have a conversation, but to them, those conversations are like so much more. So yeah, I think it is like, your attentions, like, yo, I'm just here for a friendship or whatever. I'm here if you need advice.
Yeah.
Got you. You know what I'm saying?
Make your intentions known early on, so you don't feel like, because it actually, fun fact, it can go both ways. Like, let's say I do something really nice for you, right? And I'm feeling you, right? It might come across later on that I'm feeling like, okay, I did all this stuff for you, but you ain't feeling me. What the hell? And on the flip, you can start thinking, oh wait, were they just nice to me because of this? And it sours whatever relationship, friendship, whatever thing you have.
Mm-hmm.
It can go both ways. It's like poisoning the fruit or something like that. Poison the tree. I have all these weird euphemisms. Anyway. But no, you can do that. That's why when you gave me that advice, just, put yourself out there really early on, get everything settled, and then move on. Like, it's not a big deal. If you are a guy and you feel like you finished last, I don't feel like you finished last because you weren't in a race. You thought you were in a race, but it was definitely just a jog.
Right. And that's the thing. Like you said, some people get mad because, or even like you said, their intentions, they're like keeping it to themselves. So don't pretend to be a nice guy and be my friend, all the while you're thinking that if you show me you can be nice, I'm gonna fall for you. Like, don't do that, because I'm thinking friend, you're thinking I'm gonna work my way into being her boyfriend, and it's not happening that way. 9 out of 10 times, it's not gonna work that way, because I'm literally strictly only looking at that person as a friend.
And another thing on that, if you're looking at her, be her significant other, are you really a nice guy? If you try to get a booty call, like you try to get in someone's pants, are you really being nice? Like, what's really going on?
Exactly. So, but what I wanted to say to those guys who feel like all hope is lost, let me be a jerk, don't do it. Don't let choosing the wrong woman change who you are as a person, because it's not worth it. If you are naturally a nice guy, thoughtful, sweet, and all of that, don't change it. Don't become a dirtbag just because you didn't get the girl a couple of times. Like, and it be young guys. This is what gets me. It's young guys. It's like, you barely lived. Give it time.
Mm-hmm. You absolutely right, man. See, I got you. See, you was smart.
I be upset over this. Like, come on.
They equate one or two situations to all love, all friendships, all relationships. You can't be doing that. It don't work like that. Because that's meaning that every scenario that happens like this is going to end up that way, and that's just not how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know. Here's a thing from my history. Here's the thing. I was really into this person, and I talked this years ago, many moons.
Goodness, many moons.
and I was really, really into her. I'm not going to say her name or her nickname because somebody could guess it. I know they will. I know a particular listener who will absolutely guess it. But
Oh my gosh.
her name was Pretty Bird. Her nickname was Pretty Bird because she's, yeah, it's adorable. Anyway,
Aww.
and I had a good time hanging out with her, and we went on what I assume are dates. And that's another thing, y'all. Making sure if you trying to go out with this girl and you think it's a date, get some clarification.
Right. That's a big one.
Because like when I want clarification, I say, "Hey, we going on this date, right? Like this one-on-one date." Like I go out of the way and be corny with it, but I let it be known this is a date.
Right.
Because I saw a video on YouTube, just a little small tangent, and it was on Facebook. It was on Facebook, and the guy was like, he got all in his like dress up, and she was in dress. He's like, "It's not a date." He's like, "What do you mean it's not a date?" He got mad that it wasn't. And I was like, "Bro, you didn't say it was a date before you went on it. That's your mistake. That's your mess up."
It's definitely his mistake.
And his logic was that, well, he got dressed up and she got dressed up. Friends get dressed up to go on dates. I do it all the time. I mean, friends dress up to go out to eat. I do it all the time.
True, but not me. I mean, 9 out of 10 times I'm going out with a friend that's a guy, straight boots or sneakers because it's chill. It's like a chill, relaxing environment.
Yeah.
But you do have people, and I've done it too, where I might have went out with one of my best friends that was a guy, and I'm like, you know what, I want to put on some shoes. You know what I'm saying? So now I didn't get extremely fancy, but I wore some heels. You know what I'm saying?
And ooh, look at you wearing some heels. I was gonna make a joke about that, but I'm not gonna. I'm
little, so I need them.
I was gonna make a joke about that. Yep. Oh, look at you. Might come up to the shoulder with some heels on. I see you.
Listen, I'm AJ's height when I got on heels. That's all that matters.
You acting like AJ's tall. He is not. When I met him, he is not tall.
He's not. But look, we'd be perfect height for each other.
Okay. All right, I see you. Anyway, but no, you're right. And he was upset because he was like, "I've been tricked." You haven't been tricked. The purpose of to be tricked, you have to know the rules and someone to bend the rule. Misdirection, something like that. Nah, you were like, you want to get something to eat, get lunch. And people misinterpret that as, oh, this is a date. It's not a date. Unless I say a date, it's not a date. And
it's like, it's wishful thinking. Or it's like they think they're going to trick you into going on a date. And now you're just going to agree, yeah, that was our first date. No.
Now, I will admit one thing. Me personally, I have trouble complimenting people now.
How come?
Because I am naturally a sarcastic person. I'm very charismatic, I've been told. So it comes across that I'm hitting on people. We had a discussion privately once. We were like, where I told you I like hitting on people just to hit on. I like flirting harmlessly.
Yeah, we did have that discussion.
We did. And that's a problem for me because I'm really, really, really good at complimenting people without using their physical appearances.
Okay.
And that extra emphasis on not using their appearance gets people in their feelings.
Yeah, I could see that.
And I know we're talking about guys mentioned last, but some girls I've gone out to eat with have felt the same way. It's like, okay, when's our next date gonna be? I was like, when's our first date gonna be? Again, the wrong thing to say to her, but I thought she was playing. But no, I know on the flip side for a lot of my female friends, they have that issue where they're really nice or they compliment a guy. You what?
I said I can imagine it happens that way too. It works both ways.
Exactly. Like, dude, I could tell. Once I was with this one girl, and we went to go eat, and I was just making an observation. I was like, "You have some really nice eyes." Like, just an observation.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Well, no." And I tell the truth. I swear to you, I don't try to make these lines up. I just tell the truth. I said, "I was looking at your eyes, but you got a little splotch on the side of your eye, and I like it." She was like, "I don't like it." I was like, No. Imperfection is the best. It's way better than perfect eyes."
Right.
And I was like, "It makes you unique. I love that." And then she told me the story behind it. It was a sad story. I was like, "Well, some of the best things come from sad stories." So, and she was like all melty about it. I was like, "What?" But I think with guys sometimes, and another thing, I think with a lot of guys and girls, I'm representing the men and trying to understand the women. they think that a good time, like good conversation, a good time with women entitles them to being pushed up in some sort of line they're in to get the girl.
Yeah, I believe that's the lot of their mentalities, and it's definitely that's so false. Like, no, 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 no.
True or false? Do you have a line?
No, 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 no. Yeah, but that's an interesting. It's interesting that you brought that up because yes, I see guys do that. They think, okay, well, after this relationship, I'm gonna be her boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Or when she's ready, I'm gonna be her boyfriend. It's like you can't decide that. That's up to her and how everything flows. And if she sees you as a friend now, it's not guaranteed that she's gonna automatically see you as a boyfriend when she's ready for one. You know? Speaking from experience, by the way, like, and it's just crazy out there, honestly. But I just think it's frustrating when people don't communicate openly. So for men and women, it's hard being a woman, trust me. But I'm sure it's just as hard being a man, you know. And I just think if we were always open and communicated, things would be a lot easier. And if we didn't feel entitled to shit, because I notice a lot of men feel entitled to shit, and it's like, why? Like, who are you? What have you done? Like, oh, I hate the term friend zone because they make it seem like females are bad for putting somebody in a friend zone. It's like, no, she's looking for a friend. You just want to be something more, and you get mad that she don't want what you want. See, we out here trying to build genuine friendships, and y'all feeling some type of way about it. If you don't want to be her friend, then don't be her friend. Leave her alone.
Like, I'm glad you said that, because it's like, when I think of the friend zone, because when I was but a tot, I was like
a young lad
coming of age, a blossoming young bud. I thought the friend zone was like the worst thing in the world. And I realized, my friend told me, okay, because she broke it down to me. Wonder Woman, she broke it down to me. She was like, friend zone me. It means that you don't want to date me. No, it means I don't want to, date you and have sex with you. So you're upset, or some people are upset because she put you in a zone because she doesn't want to have sex with you. You're mad at her and don't want to be her friend because she doesn't want to have sex with you. Think about that.
Right. And that's a great way to put it.
Yeah, you're in the no fuck zone. That's what it's called, really is.
Yo, that's definitely the new term.
And you mad. Because y'all already know my best friend's female. Don't get twisted. She is my best friend. She is, in my opinion, super hot. Like, I do her. Just being honest. But that's not how we work. That's not how our friendship works. And I've heard people say, like, okay, well, friendship, you don't do this. No, it's a given. So when she talks about somebody she's into, I'm invested into it because I'm her friend.
Right.
I'm not gonna act different or sideways because I'm in the no fuck zone. Nah, it's just the way I put it is this. Are there people of the opposite sex you're attracted to, opposite sex, whatever, that you don't want to have sex with? Good. Boom. There we go. That's the same thing.
There you go. Like, you're just not gonna want to do that with everybody. And especially if it's a friendship, you just don't want to ruin the friendship. And stuff like that can most definitely complicate things.
Yeah.
So,
because as a news flash with Wonder Woman, we both I was in her no fuck zone. I recently put her in mine. Like, I didn't do anything anyway with her, but I officially constructed the walls, paperwork, extensive paperwork.
All that paperwork.
All that paperwork. Because it's one of those well, now we can actually be fully friends. Because don't get twisted. If you have romantic feelings about your friend, it's difficult to be fully friends with them. You have to resolve that, or at least get it to a realm where it's acceptable. And
that's a tricky one.
That's why it took me years. It's really, really difficult. I had to accept, okay, look, she's not into me. Is that something that I'm okay with? Yeah. Well, I want to be supportive and I want to be a friend. And like you said earlier in the episode, what's more important? Being there for them or being with them?
Right.
And I was like, oh, without question, being there for them. So boom, there's a decision. If you got to pick, one's got to go. Which one do you want? Well, I want this. Well, there you have it. There's your answer. So, fellas out there, if you definitely want to, bump uglies, rub up against them, do the horizontal tango.
Listen, yucky.
Yucky.
Damn me.
I think. Did you say yucky?
I definitely did.
Kevin, who was on this episode or on the show a while ago, his terminology is cooties.
I'm with him on that one.
What the hell?
Cooties and yucky.
Cooties? Y'all wild. I enjoy rubbing up against somebody. Obviously, only showing shoulders because I'm a good Christian boy. we don't like show more than ankles and elbows. That's enough for me.
Ankles and elbows.
You over here showing neck bone. I see.
What?
That's too much. You're showing too much.
Where? What? I got a picture?
I've seen you show your neck bone. I've seen your collarbone, young lady.
Listen, it's tank top season. What you expect?
I expect modesty.
Listen, when it's 90 degrees, don't look my way because it ain't gonna be there.
You wild. As you can tell, we get.
I'm just saying.
I love that's your catchphrase. Listen.
That is.
Mine is hold up, y'all. You what? So if there was anything, what?
I think that's funny as hell because that is my catchphrase.
Listen, we gonna get a t-shirt made. Listen, ...
Right?
Insert sarcasm.
Pretty much, because that's what comes next.
So if you were to have one final word for these people on how to deal with being friend zone, being pushed to the side, excommunicated, their hopes and dreams dashed and squashed.
Damn.
Dude, that's how they be feeling. They say, I'm never gonna find a girl. I'm gonna be single forever. Really?
At 25, that's how they feel. Like, what?
That's how you feeling?
You know how young that is?
Bro, you still got your hand and makeup. You are good. Right.
But I would say to them, love yourself, as like cliche as that is, it's very important. Mm-hmm. If you can love yourself and accept yourself 100%, you wouldn't even be thinking about, oh, let me be a jerk because nice guys don't ever get the girl. You wouldn't think that way because you would know this is who I am and I'm going to find someone who loves me and accepts me for exactly who I am. You know what I'm saying? There's someone out there for everybody, literally. So just be patient, give it time. Everything is a lesson. So learn from every situation. If you don't get the girl, just learn from it. What did you do wrong? What signs did you read wrong? You know what I'm saying? What could you have done differently? And keep it pushing.
Listen, I can't follow that. I can't follow that. All I can say is keep it tight. That's all I got. No. Okay. On the real. Okay. As a man myself who has gone through this whole doom and gloom, I'm never gonna find nobody. Oh, woe is me. The world's ending. Y'all are weird. You is weird. You is special.
How you gonna say that?
No. Let me finish. You is weird. You is special, but you are a contender.
Okay.
You were out. You were down, but you gonna rise up. By the way, I'm just ripping off movie quotes at this point because I can't follow what you said. Okay, but in all seriousness though, you guys are you are weird. You're different. You're sweet. There is gonna be a girl there who appreciates your sweetness. Look, I teeter-totter between being an asshole and really, really sweet and kind, and people have liked me. So there's hope for you yet. If you're actually legitimately sweet, you're gonna find somebody. Because another thing is who you pick. If you're nice to somebody and they friends on you, whatever, that ain't the person for you. Like, right. Keep on trucking. You want them, but like I said earlier, you just trying to get in them draws, as they used to say.
Ew, yeah.
You said ewy?
Ew, you're so nasty.
I can get a lot nastier than that, and you know that. Anyway,
Oh my goodness. Wait, I have
Go
one
ahead.
more thing to add.
Ooh, go ahead.
And this is just a reminder that no matter how nice you have been to this woman, no matter how much you've done for her, she does not owe you anything. She does not owe you her body, all right? She does not owe you she does not owe you a relationship because you was nice to her, perpetrating as a friend, perpetrating as a nice guy, when the whole time you was just trying to take these steps to become her man, to get in her bed. So we don't owe y'all nothing, all right? You do nice things from the kindness of your heart, or you doing it because you plotting. And if you did it because you plotting, you deserve that shit anyway, you bastard.
Oh shit.
Sorry, just saying.
You was right. So I mean, she's right though.
Let me turn it back down because I was
right. I'm gonna turn something else down. That was anyway.
The beat button and all that.
No, I wasn't gonna say that. I was about to say something that's very not G-rated.
Oh no, this is a family show.
Really, bastard? This is a family show. What family? The Manson family? You played R. Kelly's house? Is that what?
No, not R. Not R. Kelly.
I was gonna make a joke about that, but nah, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Let it go.
No, don't let it go. That's not. No. You hold it in.
Oh my goodness.
So where can we find you, Miss Haevyn?
Guys, you can find me at YouTube. Type in Haevyn Rain. New video up Friday. And you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Haevyn_Rain. It's gonna be in the description box. There we go.
Sorry, I had to whisper your name. It's nice to whisper.
I know.
Get you wet. Anyway, I'm sorry. You're a good Christian girl. I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone.
Oh my goodness.
You tempted me with your neck bone showing. That's what it was.
Listen, summertime.
But you can find us. We are the Comic John. You can find us on Twitter. And if you send us a tweet, we'll actually respond to it, like legitimately. And also, you can find us on Podbean, iTunes, Google Play, and SoundCloud. And like literally everywhere else, but those are the four that matter. Let's just be real. Because I spent the last weekend uploading it to like 16 different websites, not even gonna lie, and radio. So like, I'm not gonna list all of them. I'm not.
That's work right there.
It is. So we'll see you wonderful people later.
Laters.
I love that.